What if I told you that the best marathon runner in the world isn't who everyone thinks? What if I told you that while all eyes were on the biggest stars, another Kenyan was quietly winning the most important marathons on the planet, one by one? Boston, Chicago, Tokyo, New York. For cities, for victories. Four-time champion. And almost no one knows his name. No sponsorships, no speeches, no world records. He just runs and wins. Who is this man? How did he go from being a complete unknown to becoming the most feared rival among the elites? Today, you'll discover the story of the silent runner who is rewriting modern marathon history. And when you finish this video, you'll never look at a start line the same way again. He was born in the hills of Kenya, among red dirt roads and cold mornings. There, running isn't a sport. It's a way of life. Since childhood, he trained without knowing it, running kilometers just to get to school. No shoes, no coach, no GPS watch, only a natural rhythm, endless patience, and an unbreakable will. For years, nobody talked about him. He didn't stand out in small races. He wasn't the young prodigy everyone expected miracles from. While others chased fame and contracts, he kept running in silence. He trained alongside the best, but didn't compete against them. He watched. He studied. He understood. He knew speed wasn't enough, that marathons aren't won with legs, but with the mind. And when his moment came, he seized it, without ever looking back. He didn't need headlines. He didn't need interviews or flashy gestures. He only needed what he'd always had: discipline, calm, and an unbreakable mind. 2021. The world was still recovering from the pandemic. Boston was finally breathing marathon air again after 2 years of silence. Among the favorites, no one mentioned his name. Analysts talked about the big stars, the records, the legends, but not about him. To almost everyone, Benson Kipruto was just another runner in the pack. Until the race began. During the first kilometers, he hid in the peloton, calm, invisible, showing nothing. Mile after mile, rivals looked at each other, but not him. He only looked forward. At kilometer 35, when everyone's legs started screaming, Kipruto did the unthinkable. He changed gears and vanished. No one could follow. Not a single one. The silence of the crowd turned into a roar. The unknown runner was breaking away. He entered the final stretch alone. 2 hours, 9 minutes, 51 seconds. It wasn't the time that stunned people. It was how he did it. Calm, steady, never looking back. Boston 2021 didn't just crown him champion. It introduced him to the world. And though few realized it then, that day marked the beginning of a new marathon era. A year later, the marathon world knew his name, but still doubted him. Just luck, some said. Boston is unpredictable, others claimed. Benson listened and smiled quietly. Because while they talked, he trained. October 2022, the Chicago Marathon. Flat, fast, perfect for flying. This time, he didn't hide in the group. He knew exactly what he was going to do. The start was brutal, an impossible pace for most. But Kipruto held on. He waited, measured every stride with surgical precision. In the final 5 kilometers, while everyone else slowed down, he did the opposite. He accelerated, as if fatigue didn't exist. His face didn't change. No grimaces. No struggle. Only pure focus. He crossed the line in 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 24 seconds. A new personal best. A second major victory. Now, no one could call it luck. 2 wins. 2 cities. 2 completely different races. Boston proved him. Chicago confirmed him. The silent runner was real. And the most unsettling part? We still hadn't seen his limit. 2024, Tokyo. Gray skies. Heavy humidity. A field of elite runners ready to destroy the clock. Among them, Benson Kipruto. No spotlight. No pressure. Just that quiet focus that defines him. From the first kilometer, it was a battle of precision. No one dared to make a move. Until, little by little, Kipruto began setting the rhythm. His stride looked different, light, efficient, almost floating over the asphalt. He passed halfway at record pace. But he wasn't forcing it. His face stayed the same, serious, unshaken, silent. After kilometer 30, the favorites started to fall, one by one. Kipruto didn't. Same cadence. Same calm. When he crossed the finish line, the clock showed 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 16 seconds. A new Tokyo Marathon course record. One of the fastest times ever run in the city. The crowd erupted. Commentators were speechless. No drama. No celebration. Just a man running with almost inhuman perfection. 3 majors. 3 victories. 3 continents. And still, he wasn't a media star. He went back home to Kenya. Trained with young runners. Shared the same food. The same dirt. The same humility. In Tokyo, Benson Kipruto stopped being the underdog. He became something greater, the symbol of quiet excellence. November 2025. New York City wakes up. Millions of eyes. Millions of voices. Millions of dreams. The most unpredictable course in the world. Hills, bridges, wind, chaos. Here, the fastest doesn't win. The strongest does. Among the favorites, again, Benson Kipruto. This time, no one doubted who he was. They looked at him with respect and fear, because no one had ever won 4 different majors in such a short time. The start was furious. The pack flew through Brooklyn. The pace, insane. But Kipruto stayed the same as always. Silent, calm, precise. Every time someone attacked, he responded effortlessly. By kilometer 30, the pack was broken. Only 3 remained. The roar of Manhattan echoed through the streets. 2 kilometers left. Sweat shining. Legs trembling. And right there, Kipruto did what he does best. Waited for the perfect moment. With 500 meters to go, he attacked. His stride lengthened. His eyes locked on the finish tape. And in a historic photo finish, he crossed first. 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 9 seconds. For majors. For victories. Boston, Chicago, Tokyo, and now New York. The man of silence, the one no one watched, had just conquered the toughest marathon circuit on earth. While others ran for glory, he ran for something greater, for respect, for consistency, for love of effort. And when the cameras turned off, he didn't ask for interviews or spotlights. He just smiled and went back to training. Benson Kipruto became a legend, without ever trying to be one. And in New York, the world finally understood. Greatness doesn't always make noise. There's something about Benson Kipruto that goes far beyond sport. He isn't just a runner. He's a way of understanding life. In a world where everyone shouts to be heard, he chose silence. While others chase fame, he chases consistency. While others run for recognition, he runs for purpose. His story proves something most people forget. You don't need attention to be great. You don't need noise to leave a mark. Every unseen training session, every dawn in the hills of Kenya, every step without cameras built what we see today. A living example of patience, discipline, and self-belief. The world admires those who shine, but it should also admire those who endure. Because brilliance fades, but consistency doesn't. And maybe that's Benson Kipruto's greatest message. That true champions aren't made in stadiums, but in the days when no one is watching. So next time you go for a run, remember this. You don't have to be famous to be unstoppable. You just have to believe and keep running. If this story inspired you, wait until you see what Kenyan runners actually do to run faster. Exercises almost no one knows, but that will completely transform how you run. Click now to watch it. Because while others dream of running like them, you can start today.